Good morning. How is everybody today? Hello, Deanna. Hi, Erin. Good morning, Lydia. Deanna. I know. I was almost going to put a warning on there, like, don't come to the stream hungry. I can't sing. I can pretend that I can sing. I only sing when I'm saying hello to people. It's like a weird habit. Get me in front of a Disney karaoke and I just let it all out. How are you guys? How's everybody's weekend going? All I did yesterday was clean, like literally from the time I woke up to the time I went to bed, I was cleaning so that I could have like my Sunday and Monday, like only having things that I want to do. So I just did everything that I needed to do yesterday, which was a bit much. You guys are funny. Well, let's get right down to business. The business. Isn't it amazing, Lydia? Like, if I wish that, so things that they should teach you when you're younger is that, like, once you hit a certain age, you can hurt yourself sleeping. Why doesn't anybody tell us that? This is the real things you need to know. I'm sorry that your neck hurts. I hope it works itself out quickly. This coffee is so good. So this morning, we'll get to the business, right? The stream is sponsored by Coffee Over Cardio. I have a 10% off code for your entire order if you want to get some like really delish coffee. They also have some really awesome supplements. They have a pre-workout that's just like the bomb. Anyway, but I am drinking French roast and it's so strong. I actually can brew this. So I use a single cup coffee maker because I'm the only one in my house who drinks coffee. But I can make a single cup and get like 2 uses out of the coffee grinds. It's so strong. Which is good because I need the energy. Awesome. Hello, Jeanette. How are you? I've got to move my screen up a little here so I can read what y'all are saying. Ugh, where is it? There we go. How are you, Jeanette? How's your weekend going? Love Faye, how are you? I'm so glad to see you back in the social media world. Missed you. It's so funny because I had just went and looked at your channel and I'm like, I feel like she hasn't posted in a really long time, and you hadn't. It had been like a month or something like that, or a few weeks maybe. And then there you were. It was like magic, like I summoned you. I have a habit of doing that. Hey, Pine Trees and Stars, your actual name is escaping me, right? I think I was calling you LB before. Is that correct? Ebony, good morning. How have you not met LaFay, Aaron? LaFay is La Famous. I thought so. And I'm sorry. Aw, yes. Well, like I said to you in the comments, you're such a good cheerleader. Like you're so encouraging. And I think that's important. And so when you don't have those people who are like super duper extra encouraging, and you do miss them. You do miss them. Oh no, Jeanette, no. Blech. Mine's coming next week. I'm like, I've been taking, so I started, did you guys ever see, God, their social media marketing team is amazing, but Flow Vitamins, their vitamin gummies, you ever see the ads for them? I've been taking them for just about a month, and I plan on doing a review because, I mean, honestly, so far I don't know that they're doing anything, but they swear that they help with PMS. So this week and the upcoming week are like the true testament to whether they work or not, so I'm really curious. Good morning, Katie. How are you? We're just chit-chatting right now, but we are going to be talking about something. I mean, it's one of my favorite topics, which is what got me into this mess in the first place, is food. We're going to talk about food. So I hope y'all are not hungry, because you might be by the time we're done. So before I get started, I just wanted to, I think everybody that is here right now is already in it. But I do have a Facebook group for Caffeine and Calories. The link is in the description below somewhere. But there is a group that you can join. So if you need support and encouragement throughout the week, we're all in there really cheering each other on. And it's been a lot of fun. Did you guys that were in there, did you like the post topics this week? That was something new that I tried. And I think I'm going to keep it going because it was really interesting. I really enjoyed it. The group has been popping this week. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody that's in here for sure right now is definitely in that group, so that's Whack Wednesday. Listen, sometimes you need to vent, right? It's not all sunshine and roses. I just saw a name pop in here. Hold on, where'd he go? Is that Ash? Is Ash in my stream? That fat guy? I'm so glad you're in here. But I'm sorry that you have not gotten any sleep. No, you're not invisible. I see you now. It was just like a lot of chat all at once. How are you? You've been doing so awesome. I'm so proud of you. Your journey has just been so amazing. If you guys aren't following Ash, that fat guy, I don't want to call him that fat guy because you're not even that fat anymore. What are you going to do? Are you going to change your name to the formerly that fat guy? I'm so sorry I missed that. I caught it out of the corner of my eye as the chat was scrolling. Well, thank you for coming here. What time is it there? It's got to be so early in the freaking morning or in the middle of the night. He's in Australia. You know what? That's actually a really interesting point because you hear that a lot from people. Even once they lose weight, you kind of always have that like in your head, right? It's like it doesn't. Probably takes a very long time. I don't know because I've always been kind of on the bigger side, but it's kind of a weird thing, right? 3 a.m. Oof. And it's summer there too, you're right. A little jealous. Awesome. Well, thank you. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, I'm jealous too. No, they don't. It's a lifelong. I talk about that a lot when I talk about my my I don't want to call it a battle. I guess it's a battle, but I don't want to call it a battle. But with binge eating disorder, there's not a cure for it. It doesn't go away. You just learn how to manage it. And it's a lifelong. And I think I always thought, before I started all the therapy and stuff that I've been doing over the last year or so now, before I started doing all that stuff, I thought I would get rid of it. Like I would just stop doing it. And that's not the reality. It doesn't go away. Great point to make. So, the first question that I wanted to start off with on the stream today was if you are following a particular diet. You guys know how I feel about the word diet. I don't think I have to get into that here. But if you're following a particular diet, and I know some of you in here are, how is it going? Have you been learning about it? Like, what are you doing? What's working for you, basically? Oh, thank you. That really was a big deal. Listen, I was freaking out. And I don't want to say like I live my life in fear, but there's just certain things like you just don't know what's going to happen if you get sick. And that to me is very scary. So when I heard that, everybody's fine. We're all fine. But it was very stressful for me. Thank you. I was really proud of myself too, because that is totally, totally the event where I would be like, okay, I need a piece of chocolate cake now, you know, or who knows what else. I have 1 pound to go until my milestone where I can get my hair cut. Look at this ridiculousness. I have it pinned back and I just knocked my pin out because I'm now in the habit of pushing this back. So I'm doing it even when I don't need to. Hi, Christina. How are you? So we're talking about food, and my first question was, if you're following a particular way of eating, I'll call it that. If you're following a particular way of eating, what is it? How's it working for you? What do you like? What do you dislike? I think that's important information for people to know, right? Especially, this time of year, a lot of people are just getting started on their weight loss journey. And a lot of us are in here that have lost some weight, that we've been at it for a while, which is not a bad thing, right? Slow and steady. Progress is progress. That's kind of how I feel about it. So let's see what we got. Ash said, what's working for me is not kicking my own butt over holiday breaks. I agree. I gained about 6 pounds over Christmas, but I wasn't going into a tailspin like I would have on previous journeys. I totally feel that. Totally feel that. And I did the same thing. I think I had gained about 7 or 8 pounds over Christmas, and it was just like, all right, we got to move on. That's good. LaFay said, as someone who did have to battle the plague, I can tell you the fear is founded. We were all in isolation at different times for 3 weeks. Oof. Oof. Oh, hey, Kat. Well, Kat, do you want to be called Kat or Caitlin? It's up to you. Katie said, I love food so much. That's why being plant-based works for me because I eat so much. Yeah. I noticed that on a lot of the channels that I follow that are doing plant-based. Sometimes I'm like so amazed. I'm like, holy crap, that's a lot of food. Like you get to eat a lot because it's that low calorie density, right? That's awesome. And Katie, are you still you're doing starch solution, is that correct? Ebony said, food-wise, I don't follow anything specific. I eat vegan and try to eat high protein. It works great for me as I feel the best eating foods I enjoy, and they also don't upset my digestive system. That's a big plus. Oh, that's okay. Kat, the question is, if you're following a certain way of eating, what is it? How does it work for you? And what's positive? Like, just trying to tell people, like, what different ways, because everybody's doing their own thing, right? Everybody does something a little different. My mom has switched to plant-based and lost a ton of weight. Wow, that's awesome. Volume eats. Yes, I agree. Yeah, LaFay does a really good job of putting her, like, what I ate up on Instagram. Really good stuff. Hi, Jess. Good morning. Jeanette said, I'm just counting calories. I like it because I'm not completely cutting out any food groups, except I have been completely avoiding fast food. For me, it's about reduction, not restriction. Yeah, so that's so funny. That's a big thing for me too. So you guys know how I'm pretty open about how I eat on most of my channel. But what I really do is there's something called an anabolic diet, and that's really for bodybuilders, right? Or people really trying to gain muscle. And the nice thing about those recipes, so really what's cool about it is all of these recipes, they're basically just healthier, lower fat, higher protein versions of stuff that you eat. And by following some of the recipes I've seen, there's a couple channels that I follow. So I follow Greg Doucette is a big one, Remington James. There's I should say a smaller channel, but he's got thousands of followers too. But the Iron Musket, really solid guy. And they all post different recipes. Oh, another one is Mina Ayub. He posts really solid recipes as well as like kitchen tips and stuff. But so what's cool about the way that I'm eating now is, right, so I learned like these healthier ways to make stuff that I would normally eat. So things like, breaded chicken and pizza and waffles and popcorn chicken, all kinds of stuff. And so what's nice about that, and that's the important thing for me, because I think when I started, I was on that grilled chicken and broccoli, like this is how I have to eat. And, as you guys know, as you've watched kind of my journey and my struggles, that doesn't always work. And I think for me, something that I learned was that I have to not feel like I'm missing out. I have to feel like I'm not missing out, because if I feel like I'm missing out, strong potential to trigger a binge, and then strong potential to make me want to eat, like really make me like crave, I guess, the things that you're not supposed to eat, and I can't live like that. So with like finding these recipes, and I just adjust them back for my calories, right? Because I don't need to eat like 200 grams of chicken at a sitting. I just don't. So I adjust the recipe so that everything fits into my calorie budget for the day. And the only thing I really look at is calories, fat, and protein. I don't care about any of the other macros, really. So that actually is a great lead in to the next question, which is, we started to talk about this a week or two ago, and then as we tend to do in here, we talked about one thing and then wandered off into some other topic on accident. But we did start to talk about this, and I know Katie had a couple of really good suggestions during that conversation. Was, what are some things that you have swapped out, like healthier versions or a better choice? Ooh, almost knocked over my coffee. And I need to get caught up on chat here, so let me do that real quick before we start answering a ton of questions. Let me see. Okay, no, I got that. Okay. Katie said, I've done so many things, and this is the only way of eating that has helped me. Starch solution and plant-based. I love that. Yeah, that's so important. Like, you have to find what works for you. Kat said, kind of similar to you. I find my meals I enjoy with high protein, so I feel satiated in my body, but not feeling like I can't enjoy my food at the same time. Yeah, that's really the cool thing about like high protein foods, is you feel full, but you don't get that like disgusting full. I love it. Christina said, I'm counting calories and I adjusted my macros to better suit me for now. Good deal. Oh, Jess, thank you. Channel recommendation. She said, exercise for cheat meals. That's cool. I'm going to look that up after. Actually, I got to make myself a note, because Lord knows I will not remember. And I'm always open to exercise, the number 4 meals. I already love it. Let's see what else we got here. Healthier versions of your favorite food is great. I agree. Ash gave me a pizza hack here. Take a chicken breast and pound it flat, then use low-fat. Ooh. Use low-fat pizza toppings on it. Yeah, you know what? Shocking thing, since we're talking about food swaps. Turkey pepperoni, you can't tell the difference. Like, you legit cannot tell. And you don't get all that, when you make like a pizza, you don't get all that grease from the pepperoni on top. Beautiful. I am like kind of obsessed with turkey pepperoni. Plus you get like a gazillion slices for very little calories. Aaron said, prepping food in healthy ways using portion control and eating a higher protein diet overall is generally very helpful for most people. I love that pizza hack too. I'm going to make that faux show. LaFay said, I cheated and developed a tomato allergy. Not being able to eat tomato cuts out so many calorie-dense but empty options. Yeah. So I can't eat whole pieces of onion. So I know that struggle. And like, how many recipes do you see that call for chopped up onion? And I can't eat it. So I can use onion powder safely, but I can't do onion. And I didn't realize why I hated onion so much until like much later in life, but that's why. It's crazy. Crazy how a food allergy jacks up your whole thing. Jeanette said chickpea pasta for pasta dishes. Oh, I bought those, I think it's called Pasta Zero or Zero Noodles. It's got the word zero in there. But they're, I think, shiitake mushroom noodles. The bag looks so unappealing, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. Hi, Heather. How are you? All right. Jess said, a swap I made is Primal Coffee Creamer. It is sweetened with stevia and monk fruit, so no sugar and no artificial... Blech. Wow. So much for talking today, because apparently I can't do it. No sugar and no artificial sweeteners. That's awesome. I just started using the no sugar coffee mate because the calories and fat are so much lower. I used half and half forever, and it was like, I mean, my coffee was like 200 calories because I like my coffee, I like my cream with a little bit of coffee. And so switching to the sugar-free, I've been drinking my coffee sugar-free since I did keto years and years ago, like back in 2017. So I have not put sugar in my coffee in years. But the sugar-free coffee creamer is really good, or it's Coffee Mate. Is really, really good. It does the job, and it actually eliminates an expense for me because I usually use half and half and Torani syrups, the sugar-free ones, for flavor. But if I buy the flavored sugar-free coffee creamer, kind of eliminates a step, so I don't have to spend money on the Torani syrups, which they're not cheap, but they're very good. You know, they're very good quality. So let me get caught up. I'm behind. Heather did have an awesome week. I don't want to spoil her video for anybody who hasn't seen it, but it's kind of like my Sunday tradition because Heather's upload hits as I'm getting ready to do the live stream. So I watch Heather's video while I'm setting up everything. We got a lot of chickpea fans. Jeanette said light coconut milk in my curry dishes. Oh, that sounds good. Almond milk over regular milk is a little trick people can use. Absolutely. Yep, I have that too. I've got to learn how to do an almond milk like creamy sauce. I really don't want to... I don't like putting xanthan gum in a lot of stuff. I know people say arrowroot, and I don't know. I haven't experimented with that. Okay, let me get caught up. I'm behind. I know. So I would like onion too. Onion doesn't like me. Actually, I shouldn't say that. My digestive system doesn't like onion, which is unfortunate. Love the flavor. Not sure if you guys get it there, but here in the UK, we have lentil pasta and other pasta options that are high in protein, so I can enjoy pasta, but with nutritional benefits, and it's gluten-free. Yeah, you know what's like one of the saddest things is when you actually weigh out your cooked pasta, and you see how much a serving size is. I think it's like 2 ounces uncooked, and I think the general rule is you double it, right? So 2 ounces uncooked is 4 ounces cooked. And it's like 200 and something calories. And you look at it, and 4 ounces of pasta, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. Oh, can someone translate for an Aussie? What is the difference between creamer and milk? So, milk is milk. And creamer is usually half and half. It's usually a little bit thicker. And then they have stuff like Coffee Mate and whatnot. That is specifically like it's got flavor and half. I think it's typically half and half. You guys have half and half there? I'm sure you do. Let me see. I hope that explained it, Ash. Tell me if it didn't. And half would be like heavy cream and milk, like half heavy cream and half milk. I hope that's helpful. Everybody is doing awesome. I agree. I need to get into almond milk. It's good. I find it fine. I don't think it's the same, like, in cereal. Like, I don't find it's really necessarily the same. Milk and tea and cereal, cream and coffee. You don't have half and half. I love this. So this is one of the things I love. I love being friends with people like all over the world. You learn these cool things. Like, I don't know. Half and half. It's just something I know. You know what I mean? It's like weird that it's not. Well, not weird. It's different. It's weird that like not everybody knows about it. Really? Ebony said, I think creamer is just is quite a US thing. Over here in the UK, I think everyone just has milk and coffee, etc. Well, do you guys use cream? Like heavy cream? Really? Yeah, that's why I freaking love YouTube. I freaking love it. Trying not to obsess over the scale and focus on how far I've come. You should do that, Kat. You're amazing. Cream and milk sounds wrong. No, it's delicious. It's creamy. I'm out of coffee. That's okay. I don't need any more. I've already had 2 cups. I've only ever used cream in like desserts and maybe like pasta sauces. Gotcha. Yeah, Burry weight loss journey. Oh, I saw Tasharia pop in here. Hi, Frugal Mama. Nikki, hello. Too Fat, Too Furious. How are you guys? Yeah, so hold up. Hold up. There's 18 people in here and the stream only has 4 likes. How's that possible? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thumbs up, please. Really helps the stream and helps me feel good about my life, so. Oh, I know, Christina. I know. I do too. I love creamy sauces. Man, it's like one of the best things in the world, just like super creamy mac and cheese. This is why I have a weight problem. Thank you, my dears. Yeah, I should have reminded everybody. I'm really bad about that. I'm not the smash the like button YouTuber. You know. I start talking. You guys are amazing, though. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you so much. Over here, coffee tends to be more about how the milk is heated. Yeah, see, we don't do that here. Well, I guess if you have like a machine or something. Jeanette said, I sneak in spinach to most of my dishes to add fiber. That's smart. I also add chia seeds to my overnight oats. Aw, Kat said, I like the stream so much I forget. How interesting. Whipped cream on top. That actually sounds great. That sounds like something I'd be into. How funny. Yeah, I know, like, and I'm speaking from, like, my New Jersey experience. I don't even think everywhere in the United States it's like this, but, like, when you go to, like, I'll say Dunkin' Donuts or something, right, and you order a coffee, you order it the way that you want it. So, like, back in the day, when I lived in Jersey, I would order my coffee light and sweet with cream to indicate that I wanted it very light, very sweet, and with half and half and not milk. Hi, Mom! My mom's here. Everybody say hi, Mom. Mom hasn't been on a live stream in a while. Me and my mom do not live in the same state. It's not weird. Yes. Yeah, and then I think at one point I was ordering with two Splenda and cream. Awesome. Isn't that funny how it's like different from place to place? Anyway, Mom, we're talking about one of our favorite things in the world, which is coffee. This second. So who here would define themselves? This is actually great because my mom's in here and she can vouch for me. Who else would describe themselves as a picky eater? And while you guys are thinking of that answer, one of the newest like swaps I found for like chicken breading, if you like breaded chicken, is thanks Mom, is bran flakes cereal crunched up. Because even like cornflakes are good, but they don't have there's like not nutritionally, there's not much to them. If you use the bran flakes, it's really, really good. That was something I learned this week, which was awesome. Jess said, I'm a picky eater. Kat said, more meticulous than picky. Ebony said, you have to be a lot more specific in the UK. Tell them what kind of milk, how many shots of coffee you want, and if you want flavored syrup and how you want your milk. You know what? That sounds like Starbucks. Starbucks, I usually only get like Frappuccinos. Ash, I'm so glad you were in here. If you guys are not following that fat guy, he has been on a truly incredible journey using an Australian product, I believe, called the Man Shake, which is like a protein shake, if I'm not mistaken. But he's doing amazing, and you should follow along. He's very positive, very encouraging person, and I am so thankful. I know it's very, very late there, so I'm so thankful that you were able to join us today. So I hope you get a good night's sleep now. Oh, of course, absolutely. I mean it. So by picky, I mean... So I think picky is going to be different from person to person. Aw, Mom. Thanks. So... Moms. Oh, that's why it hid your comment. I couldn't figure out why it hid your comment. Oh gosh, Ash. Bye. Go get some sleep. I think so. Picky is going to be different from person to person, and I think like for me, I have like what do I call it? Like a textural aversion. I don't really like mushy foods. Like anything like super like okra in a dish is like no, no. Okra is slimy, first of all. But cucumbers, anything that's like mushy, slimy. And then on the opposite end, this is why I consider myself a picky eater. On the opposite end, I don't like anything that has like soft crunch. So vegetables like water chestnuts. Water chestnuts. Ugh, even the thought of it is making me kind of like gag because I hate them so much. Like they're so that texture where it's like I don't know how to explain it. Like crispy, crunchy. I don't know how to explain it. I don't like that either. So it kind of like narrows down. It's especially hard when I'm going out to eat. I get the text. Oh, so Ebony said, I get the texture thing like orange juice with bits. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, no. No. LaFay said, I have not eaten out except like 10 times in the past year, so I make everything I eat. So, yeah, that is the big difference, right? Is when you make your own food. When you make your own food, right? You can make it the way you want. That's what I'm actually, after this, I'm filming a recipe video. And I was thinking about it, I was doing just some planning for the video, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to explain, like, well, I don't like this, so I've got to substitute this, but it still comes out delicious. Like, it's so funny. Oh no, ugh, Jeanette, no. Somebody mentioned Jeanette, was it you? I think somebody mentioned chia seeds, and one time I made this. It was supposed to be chia seed chocolate pudding. I thought I was gonna die eating that, and I really tried to give it a chance. I really tried to give it a chance because I spent money on freaking chia seeds, and I was like, nope, this just needs to be a chia pet, and and that's it. I cannot eat this. Oh, it was so gross. Yes, it was like an overnight thing. Okay, comment. All right, team pulp or team no pulp? Are you team pulp in your orange juice or team no pulp? This is what happens if this is your first time in this live stream. This is not out of the ordinary. I am no pulp. Team no pulp all the way. That's so funny. Christina said, I'm not picky in the sense of textures or anything, but I can immediately taste if the food is slightly off or not flavored well. Is there really anything worse than bland food? God. Sometimes, like, I'll watch recipes, I'm like, why aren't they seasoning this? Like, I can, like, especially with recipes, when I see a recipe and it doesn't have, like, more than 3 spices, I'm out. Like, you need flavor. Chia seeds are much better blended up in smoothies if you want to include them in your diet without feeling like you're eating frog spawn. That's actually a very good description of it. That's good. That was good, Ebony. Thank you. Ooh, yeah, oversalted food too is bad. Or like when that's the only flavor in there is salt. And this could be relative to like my allergy a little bit because I have that onion allergy. But when a dish has like the only flavor, we went to a Mexican restaurant here in Broken Arrow, and it's a super popular restaurant, like super popular. And it's actually a very beautiful restaurant too. But we went to this Mexican restaurant and it's called Los Cabos. And so we went there for the first time, and the food was good. It was good, but literally everything had the same flavor, which was onion. It was just onion. Onion was the flavor. And even when we left, I was like, we were sitting in the car. I'm like, everybody was breathing, and all I smell is freaking onions. It was so bad. So now we call it Los Onions. And everybody agreed. It wasn't just me. Everybody else was like, yeah, everything kind of did have the same flavor. Like the refried beans had the same flavor. The black beans had the same flavor. The burrito, the taco meat, the chicken meat, the steak, we all had something different. It all tasted like freaking onions. It's kind of funny. Sometimes all I need is butter, salt, and pepper, mostly with veg. That is simple and delicious. Yeah, I guess on vegetables that's fine, but like I'm talking about maybe like in meat or like in a dish. I need a little bit more. Oh, imagine, right, Nikki? Oh my God. Nikki said if there was no flavor in food, we would all be skinny. I know, I guess, what if you just didn't know? Like if you didn't know what flavors exist in the world? Wouldn't it be so much easier? What are your thoughts on boba tea? It's a no from me. And you know what, which is so disappointing because I don't like grapes because they have that texture, that mush texture. I don't know how to explain it. That crispy, mushy texture. I don't know. I'm describing it terribly. It's a texture. Okay, the texture of grapes is one that I strongly, strongly dislike. So yeah, so boba tea, I was saying something and I got side distracted. But boba tea looks so pretty and it looks like something I want to have. But those the bobas, I guess they are. I didn't want to use the word balls. Oh, peas, no. No, and you know what's worse for me? Pea soup. My mom, if you're still in here, just give a little stream friendly version of the pea soup. Me and the pea soup from when I was a kid. And my mom is an amazing cook, like an amazing cook. And she put her pea soup was probably amazing, and I could not eat it. I think I had to sit at the kitchen table for a long time. Oh, hold on, I'm getting caught up. Hold on, let me get caught up here. Um who knew the formulated addictive foods would work, right? Um Simple is different than bland. I agree. Veg, salt, and butter can sometimes be the best thing. Yeah, actually, that's how I like my broccoli. I like broccoli with just a little bit. I use the I can't believe it's not butter spray. I use that and just salt and pepper, and it does a good job. I'm a herbs and spices. Lovely. I think you probably meant lover. I don't think I cook anything without adding some sort of seasonings to it. Yeah, I don't either. I tend to really gravitate towards like Middle Eastern and South Asian kind of spices. Ironically, cumin, which we know is a very popular term in this live stream. I love cumin. I love it. I love chili powders that have like a mix. Garam masala, awesome spice seasoning. Those are kind of my favorites. And I also like spicy foods. Like I can handle like a pretty high tolerance of spice. Ebony asked, "Have you tried frozen grapes? I used to eat frozen grapes and blueberries when I was younger, as I didn't like the texture of them normally." I have not, but mostly because I'm afraid to. I'm like, maybe I would like it. Maybe I'll give that a try one day. I do buy grapes for my son from time to time, so I should probably try that. Maybe I will one of these days. So an ideal breakfast for Sarah would be an overnight chia pudding, bowl of grapes, and a nice boba tea to wrap it all up. Yes, if I was living my worst nightmare. Christina, spot on. Peas in mac and cheese is my childhood guilty pleasure that I still do once in a while. Oh. I'm not a big fan of peas. I can eat peas by themselves, but it wouldn't be my go-to. So my mom gave like the very short version. She said, "I tried to get her to eat it and she basically upchucked." Can't leave you to Oh, couldn't leave. Yeah, so she said can't leave you till you ate it. I didn't eat it. Totally agree. Peas are a no from me. Mushrooms I learned to love. Actually, it's like a very kind of semi-romantic story. When I was first dating my husband, many moons ago, we went out to a restaurant and he wanted to order an appetizer and he wanted stuffed mushrooms. I'm like, no, I don't like mushrooms. I surely don't like stuffed mushrooms. And he said, well, I'm going to order it and you're going to try it because there's no way in hell that you don't like them. And I said, no, I'm telling you, I don't like mushrooms, but go ahead. So he did. So he ordered it and basically didn't force me to try them, but like really, really egged me on to do it. And I ended up loving them. So now I love mushrooms. I put it in. I do make mushrooms quite frequently. We get caught up here. We did hot dogs and peas and mac and cheese when I was a kid. Now I put corn and canned chicken in my kids' mac and cheese. Oh. I kind of like the idea of like a beefed up, not necessarily beef, like bulked up, like adding some stuff to mac and cheese. I love mac and cheese. And it doesn't have to be fancy. I'm talking like Kraft mac and cheese. Yes. I can't say that out loud, Kat, but that is funny. I don't think I could say it. I don't know. I'm always afraid. You never know what YouTube likes and what it doesn't. Oh, we got a lot of mushroom haters. Oh, bye, Nikki. You have an awesome Sunday too. Thank you so much for being here. I love when you guys pop in. You're always so lively. For me, it has to be frozen peas, canned peas. You know, that's so funny. I'm not a big fan of like canned vegetables in general. And I used to just fine. But I think as I got older, I started disliking. There's a taste to it. Like all canned vegetables, kind of going back to like the onions thing, like all canned vegetables kind of have the same taste. Like I think if you did like a blind taste test with canned green beans and canned peas, it'd be very hard to tell the difference between which is which because they taste exactly the same, like that salty canned water. So yeah, I usually do I either do frozen or fresh. I don't really mess with canned vegetables too much. You see, mushrooms though, like mushrooms can be slimy for sure, but once you cook them, they're not really. They're not really. Like I make like for a chicken topping or ideally a steak topping, I will make mushrooms and then kind of reduce them in like a white wine and garlic sauce, and they're just they're so good. They're so good. Yeah, I don't think I get the same slimy texture. I will say I don't like mushrooms like in sauce. I don't like that. But like reduced or just sauteed, really, really good. You got to get the moisture out of it. No, Mom, we're not going to tell the SpaghettiOs story. We can pass on that. Unless I'm thinking of the wrong SpaghettiOs story, you text me. Let me know. I don't like the texture of mushrooms. I could totally get that. Because I have texture aversions, I could totally get that. But mushrooms I started liking, but I have to like cook them right. Christina said no canned veggies, really dislike them. Yeah, same here. Same here. Awesome. This has been so interesting. Well, Ebony, I have to find out which SpaghettiOs story she's talking about, because one is very disgusting, and one is kind of cute. Mom, are you going to text me? One is really gross. Okay, I'll share this story. There's Mom. Mom texted me. So I will share this story because this is cute. But funny things, right? So when my mom was pregnant with me, like one of her random pregnancy cravings was SpaghettiOs, canned SpaghettiOs, but like drowning in black pepper. And what's really funny about that is my entire life, I love SpaghettiOs just drowning in black pepper. Like so much, like it actually starts almost turning black. It's so good. But isn't that funny? Like it's such a funny story. And she didn't teach me to do it that way. It was just kind of something I did on my own. Like, how'd that work? I haven't had SpaghettiOs in a long time. I love that you guys were intrigued by the SpaghettiOs story. Mom, see what you started. Actually, I think the really gross story that I was thinking of might have been beefaronis. I was like 8 years old, so we're just not going there. There's the SpaghettiOs story, but isn't that cute? We call them spaghetti hoops. I kind of love that. I kind of love spaghetti hoops. There it is. I told it. I did. Thank you for texting me and letting me know what story you were referring to. It's safe, stream safe story. So funny. Anyway, this has been really interesting. So, before we wrap up here, we've only got a few minutes. Wanted to see if anybody had tried any new recipes lately that they're like, kind of like obsessed with. Because the one, I'm making a video today on it's a bean soup recipe that I made, which by itself doesn't sound very appealing. But when I tell you this frickin' soup was so delicious, I've been like thinking about it. My daughter, who is, I won't say she's picky. I don't think she's actually picky. My daughter ate like 4 bowls of it. I'm like, Samantha, stop. Hi, Karina. How are you? Thank you for popping in. I've got lentil dal in the slow cooker at the moment. That sounds very delicious. Very, very delicious. Yeah, if you've got a good recipe, even if you don't have to go like fetch it now or anything, but if you've got a really good recipe that you've tried lately, I'd love it if you guys like dropped a link in the comments after the stream. Because I've really been working hard searching for like a variety, because I was finding myself making kind of the same things, and nothing that I make is bad. It's all very good, but like, you need some variety every now and then. So I've been looking for like high protein, low fat, calorie dense foods kind of recipes. So, ooh, tikka masala. I love that. Thank you, Ebony. Thank you. Karina said, I love my soups. My husband makes the most delicious soups. They are filling and don't have a lot of calories. That's kind of what's nice, is like with soup, like it really does fill you up. And it's very, I think I messed up the first time that I made this bean soup, I accidentally mixed something up. It said a teaspoon of olive oil, and I accidentally used a tablespoon. So that upped the fat a little bit, but it was still like, for a cup, I think it was a cup and a half or something, was like 10 grams of fat or something. It was like nothing. I figured out how to make Renaissance Fest style turkey legs. Ooh. So, I don't know, there must be something. Yeah, I was going to say, Heather, there's something that causes the male and female icons to pop in. I don't know what it is. If anybody figures it out, you have to let me know. Not a new recipe, but I love chili so much. Healthy, and just this time of year, it's great. I agree. I love chili too. I just made recently, from Remington James's channel, he had a anabolic chili, which really was just low fat. I mean, it was easy enough. Heather, your comment got blocked. It probably was because we talk about comment. That's hilarious. Hilarious. Awesome. Yeah, if you guys have any like and good recipes. Anyway, I made that anabolic chili. I've done that all day today. As I start talking about something, get distracted and just move on to something else without finishing my thoughts. I don't think that's actually just a today thing. I think that might be an all the time thing for me. Anyway. But I made that anabolic chili. It was really, really delicious. But then I made like this hot dog sauce version of it, and it was not good. It didn't sit right with me. But that recipe called for like a packet of chili mix. It just wasn't good. Protein pancakes. Yep, I've been doing protein waffles too. Protein waffles. I got one of those Dash waffle makers. It's the cutest thing. I made it using that. Awesome. Oh my god, do you know what I completely glossed over today? We didn't talk about non-scale victories. Well, we'll do something a little bit different then. We're flipping the script. Not on purpose. But you guys, if you have non-scale victories, drop them in the comments. Let's close out with like the most positive thing you can think of. I'm here to cheer you guys on. This chat today has been really, really helpful. Like really, really helpful. I think everybody's gonna learn a lot. Like anybody watching the replay, a lot of good food tips in here. Definitely read through the chat. I think that's pretty freaking awesome. I've been eating protein oatmeal, not delicious, but edible. I don't think I've tried oatmeal. Oatmeal's hit or miss with me. I really have to be in the mood for oatmeal. LaFay's NSV is that she charged her Fitbit. Whatever works. Haven't worn jeans in a while. I tried wearing some last night, but none fit anymore. They're all too big. Ah, that's awesome. That's amazing. Heather, you've really been doing so good. So good. I'm so happy for you. Everybody's really been doing amazing, but gosh, I love it. LB said, NSV, I went to the gym. I said I would last week, and I did it. Yay! Cardio dance, that sounds so fun. Wow, Tasharia, that's really good. She said, Frugal Mama said, I met 5 of 7 non-weight goals I had set for myself this week. Congrats, that's awesome. 5 out of 7 is good. Ebony said, I walked up this super steep hill near me earlier in the week that the last time I walked it almost sent me into an asthma attack. And this time I was barely out of breath at the top. Yay, that's amazing. What a good feeling, right? When your fitness starts improving. And it's noticeable, that is a good feeling. Kat said, my workout yesterday felt easy versus my first workout a week ago. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I love it. I love that feeling. Like when you actually feel when you start feeling yourself getting stronger. I think a non-scale victory for me this week was I actually went into a grocery store. That's not the victory. But I did go actually into a grocery store. I've been doing delivery. And I was going through the freezer aisles and like caught a glimpse of myself. And I was like, hey, I can actually see a difference. So like being able to see myself. And I had not been in a store in quite some time. But it was kind of cool. Like I didn't look at myself. I didn't see myself in the reflection and go, ah. Which is my usual reaction. Yes, everyone is doing so good. 2021 has to be a good year, right? We have to make the best of it. I keep forgetting that the UK is like in serious lockdown. That's crazy. But Ebony has been sticking to her home workouts, and I'm proud of you for doing that too, because you used to find it hard to find motivation for home workouts. I agree. It can be tough. It's very easy when the couch is right there. It's very easy to just kind of... So proud of you all making progress and non-scale victories. Yes. Lydia said, I started working out for the first time last week and my day 1 was so hard, but by Friday it was easier and I was less sore. Yeah, Lydia has, so Ketosis Focus, her name's Lydia. She has a video premiering at 12, which for some reason, I don't know why, I commented on your post in the group. I was like, oh, I think I'll be live streaming at that time. For me, automatically, I put everybody that I follow on YouTube into Eastern time. So my brain automatically converted 12 Central Time, or what you said was 12, into Eastern Time and Central Time. So for some reason, so I apologize for that. That was a mix-up on my part. So I'll be watching your premiere because I'll actually have plenty of time. I'm messed up. I can't wait to see how you did though. I'm so proud that you got in there and did it. Christina said, I worked out 3 days last week and drank my water every day. Woohoo! That's good. Yeah, water. I started like consistently using my stupid motivational water bottle. I still think it's the dumbest thing, but it works. So it can't be that dumb. You know what? I could do without the expressions on it. Like if it didn't, like where it says, keep chugging. Like, does it really need to say that? Don't give up. It's just water. Almost there. You did it. Yay. I find those kind of goofy, but the timestamps really do help me. It's not TMI. Ebony said, probably TMI, but my butt is so sore from today's glute workout. That's a good sore. That is a good sore. Good job for you. Awesome. Well, you guys, as always, have been amazing. If you haven't yet, don't forget to... Why am I having camera issues? Don't forget to give the stream a thumbs up. I'd love it if you came back and commented with a new recipe that you have tried that is just thebomb.com and you love it and want to share it with people. I will be working on a recipe video today, which, is it just me or are cooking videos like the hardest videos to make? Because you can't do retakes. Like, once you put the food in, it's like very hard to redo the shot. And I tend to do that a lot when I'm, you know, doing my like looking at the camera or exercise videos. You know what, Kat? I guess you're right. I just find it kind of cheesy, but it does freaking work. I don't know what it is. So I guess I shouldn't knock it because it helps me. It does help. Listen to all the soreness going on in here. You guys are so good. Right? You only get one chance to get those food videos right. If you mess up, that's it. Unless you have extra ingredients. I don't know. I give cooking channels a lot of cred. That's why I don't do them very often. Also, like my, like, you know, a lot of people do like what I eat in a day. I give credit to people who do that because when I make food, the thing that I think about is not let me film this. It is, I want to eat this. So I need to go. I know people ask me for those all the time and I never do them. And I like, that's kind of mean. I don't like to do that, but they're hard to do. Hey, question for you guys before we wrap up. Have you guys been noticing, like, is the stream quality, has that been better? Like, have you guys still been having, like, the freezing issue at all? Because I know we had that a couple times. No, that's a good point, LaFay. I agree. Yay! Yes, everybody support everybody in here, for sure. My phone is going off. Stream worked great for you. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, you know, it was funny. The cable company came out a couple weeks ago. And they had kept telling me that, like, the issue was something in my house was blocking signal. But I finally got a technician who actually wanted to do his job thoroughly. And he went and checked, because all our lines here, like in the neighborhoods, are underground. And there's like one main box. So this technician finally went and checked the box and actually fixed what was wrong with it, which had nothing to do with me. So it should not have any problems. A little freezing today, but it was my service, not your stream. Okay, good. Yeah, so I should have no signal issues at this point, but that's good. Well, awesome, you guys. Thank you so much, as always. Oh, I totally did. I am a survey filler outer. Like, when you get those little, like, how did we do surveys? I fill them out, and if the guy does a good job, I make sure I get their name. Because I don't know if you guys know this, it's like a customer service kind of secret. But for corporate customer service, when the technician or the customer service agent, whoever it is, if you actually put their name when you write a comment or respond to a survey, it helps them a lot. Especially if you're leaving positive feedback. If you use their name in whatever you say, it helps them. Yeah, I'm big on that because that's kind of my entire professional background is all customer service. So when I receive really good service, it's a big deal to me. And the same goes for when I receive really bad service too, though. So kind of interesting. Anyway, I digress. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream today. I really do appreciate every single one of you. This has been great, been so positive and uplifting and encouraging. I love starting my week off this way and sharing it with you guys and celebrating with you guys. I think we learned a lot today. Learned a lot of little interesting food tidbits. So I hope you all have an absolutely amazing week. Reminder that the stream is sponsored by Coffee Over Cardio. There is a link in the description box below. Definitely check out some of their products. It's not just coffee. They have lifestyle supplements as well. My personal favorite being the watermelon flavored hydrate. It's like a post-workout electrolyte balance kind of deal. It's so good. It tastes like you're drinking a Jolly Rancher. It's delicious. And it really does help. And don't forget that my code 10LWS Coffee will get you 10% off your entire order. So until next time, thank you again for joining the stream. I look forward to seeing you. And if you have not joined the Facebook group, that link is in the description box as well. I would love to see you there. Please go ahead and join and we will get you in and you can participate in all the fun. So goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much. Until next time, I can't find my stream closer button. I'm so professional. Until next time, I'll see you real soon.